In the year 2019, the Citizenship Amendment Act, CAA, triggered perhaps the greatest challenge for Prime Minister Narendra Modi of India. It's been 3 weeks since the law was passed in the Indian Parliament. The protests are still on, and we've heard those arguments on both the sides. But little has been said about the three countries named in this bill, India's immediate neighbours, Bangladesh, Afghanistan, and of course Pakistan. The bill makes a mention of the minorities in these three countries. How are they responding? The Indian government is reaching out to them. So on New Year's Day, Prime Minister Narendra Modi made a phone call to leaders from the neighbourhood. He dialed his counterparts in Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, Sri Lanka and the Maldives. Needless to say, Pakistan was not on that list. Prime Minister Modi did not speak to Imran Khan. But he did call up all the others, ostensibly to exchange New Year greetings, but also to send out a signal. What stands out is the focus on Bangladesh. The bilateral relationship has been the strongest in a long time. When Sheikh Hasina visits India, she stays at the Rashtrapati Bhavan in Delhi. That's an honour reserved for a very few. Prime Minister Modi has paid special attention to ties with Sheikh Hasina. But India's new citizenship law has put a strain on these ties. Reports say that in yesterday's phone call, Prime Minister Modi told Sheikh Hasina that close relations between India and Bangladesh are a priority for his government. This word of assurance was much needed. The very prospect of auditing India's population, the mere talk of a national register, has triggered an exodus of sorts. Listen to this. In the months of November and December, 445 people tried to illegally enter Bangladesh. All of them were Bangladeshis. They had come to India to look for work, and some of them travelled as far as Bengaluru to look for a job. Now, we cannot say for sure if the NRC or the CAA was a trigger for this, but given the circumstances, this won't be off the mark. And that's the reason why India must cement its relationship with Bangladesh. If the Indian government is serious about driving out illegal migrants, it needs Bangladesh on its side. Bangladesh is the source of the largest number of illegal migrants in this country. While there is no accurate figure, a report in 2016 said that more than 15 million Bangladeshis could have crossed over to India. 15 million. Illegal migration is a major sticking point between these two countries, India and Bangladesh. And while both sides may not show it, the Citizenship Amendment Act is testing this relationship. The Foreign Minister of Bangladesh, remember, cancelled his visit to India last month. This was after the Northeast began protesting against the citizenship law. Bangladesh is just one case, though. India's neighbourhood at large is unsettled about this law. Afghanistan is unhappy too. Afghanistan feels that it is being painted as a country where minorities are persecuted. Consider this statement from Tahir Qadri, the Charge d'Affaires of Afghanistan in India. I'm quoting. In the last few years since the fall of the Taliban, Afghan people and government, especially this government, has been respecting the minorities like the Sikh community. We have huge respect for them. We have seats for them in parliament, seats in the lower house as well. We also have their representative at the presidential palace. That's Afghanistan. Well, they do have persecuted communities, though, like the Hazaras, but they're Muslim, and so they do not fall in the ambit of this law. The third country mentioned in the law is Pakistan, but I will not bring up their reactions just yet. Suffice to say that they've got a new handle to push anti-India rhetoric. But the larger point we're trying to make is this. While the Citizenship Act may appeal to a domestic constituency in India, Delhi will have to walk the diplomatic tightrope in the neighbourhood.